Yeah, you Okay, guys, let's get started. Give me 5 marks. Okay, do me a favor and write your student number. Thank you.
I'm not the but I just wanted to check.
I'll check it. So write your student number and then I'll check if I have a record of your money. You can write it. Yes, so just now we'll take a break. Once we're there, I'll check it for you. I'll check for you as soon as we get to the break. You can get the paper. The papers are all in the back, but the last computer on the left, you can just check there. If you don't find it, let me know. Okay, guys, let's get going. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I'll make an announcement about it. Thanks for Okay, guys, can you settle down, please? Okay, guys, an important announcement. Can everyone please settle down for a moment? Okay, so regarding the assignment, have you guys seen the assignment? Okay, so there's an assignment, and I'm not sure what instruction it gives you for submission, but for me, all you need to do is you can write on paper if you want to, that's fine. You just need to take pictures or scan it or something and make a PDF and you can submit that. You don't have to type on Word or anything strange, right? You can write on the sand for all I care, as long as it's clear. You take a picture and I can read it, right? As long as it's submitted as a PDF. Okay, because some people usually submit like 10 different WhatsApp pictures instead of one PDF. I need one PDF to be submitted, right? You guys are fine with that? Okay, all right. Must see some people are still going to do that. But anyway. Yeah. Okay, so guys, we will start with revision because the last time we did some new confusing things. So I'll give you guys a few questions to start with. The first will be, let's say, let's say which way should we go first? Let's say convert 0110 into decimal. Okay, guys, 2 questions on the board. Please try these. I'll give you about 10 minutes to do these. Maybe not even 10. We'll see how it's going. Yeah. It's very big question. I was doing that now, but it's not actually, I'm one of I agree with this. Okay, guys, does anybody need me to re-explain question 1 as I'm doing it? Question one is easy. Okay, so I'm going to do it on the board quietly while you guys work on number 2 if you're busy. If you have questions while I'm doing this, please let me know. The papers are all in the back by the computer on the left. If you can't find it, let's find it. Okay, guys, so number 1, does everyone remember this format? I'm just showing you so we make sure we get all our marks. Right? They will probably want to see this stuff here. As we've seen in the first test, they ask for ridiculous amounts of detail. So we always, I shouldn't say this on video, but we should always show this. Hey guys, do you still need time for number 2? Okay, give you a few minutes. That's what I like, guys. Tell me so I know. I don't mind waiting. Just let me know. Okay, guys, I'm doing number 2, and so I checked downstairs that apparently I can teach you guys not only the method that they've shown us the last time, but there's another method as well, which many of you learned in high school, which is division by 2, remainder, and stuff like that. So we can use either of those methods. So if you don't know any of those 2 methods, you should at least know the one I showed you the last time, but that's okay. I'll repeat both methods here. The second method I'm not very familiar with, so if you guys know it and I mess anything up, just let me know. Right? Again, I'm a maths guy. I don't know why I'm teaching this stuff, but somehow I am. Okay, so number 2 says 87, convert 87 into binary. Okay, so we'll start with 87. Using the first technique, we just list out all the powers of 2, basically. All right, so we'll start off by writing 2 to the 0, 2 to the 1, 2 squared, 2 cubed, 2 to the 4, and so on. Okay, let's see how many we need. Let's go to 2 to the 7. Okay, just as before, we just list out some powers of 2. Didn't miss any. Okay, and then above them, we write the actual numerical value, which is just to help us. So above them, so 2 to the 0 is 1. 2 to the 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4. Then we've got 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. We can keep on going on. Is it 128 or 124? 128, thank you. Okay, in principle, we keep on going on, but the rule usually is where we know we can stop. We stop when we reach a number bigger than the number we're dealing with. That's when we can stop. Okay, so 128 is bigger than 87, so we can stop there. That's perfect. Okay, now using the rule we learned yesterday, I will repeat the rule because people often get confused here. That's all right. It is a bit confusing. Let's change color. So the first thing we do is we start looking at this list from the way I'm facing, from your left to your right. We start from your left to your right, and we find the first number here, which is smaller than 87. Right? That's the first thing we do. So can you guys identify that number for me? 64. Right? So I'm going to put 64 on my list because that's my first number. Then I take 87 minus 64. Sorry, 23. Thank you. That's 23. Okay. So we basically just keep on doing this. Now 23 is our new number. So we do the same thing again with 23. We start from the top, go toward the right, and look for the first number which is smaller than 23. 16, right? Okay, they're giving us terrible numbers here, but that's good. I did, yeah. 23 minus 16. Who's good with quick maths? 7. Thank you. 7. Okay, so this one goes on for a little bit, which is good. All right, now again, the same process. We look for the first number here smaller than 7. Can you guys identify it? 4. Perfect. So then we take 7 minus 4. I think I can do this one, which is 3, right? Yes. Okay, you guys are mean. Eh? Yeah. So even though I say I'm a maths guy, I'm a physics guy, right? I'm a physics guy studying physics, teaching maths, doing IT, which is not a good combo. Okay, good for my CV. Okay, so anyway, we do the same thing again. Now we're on 3. First number less than 3 is 2, right? Okay, and I'm sure I can do this one. So we listed 2, we take a 3 minus 1 and we hit 1. Now once we reach 1, so 3 minus 2. That's what happens when you get happy, you think you got it. Yeah. 3 minus 2 gives us 1. Now this is the point where we can stop because we reached a number here which is a base 2 number. Once you hit a number which is a base 2 number, by base 2 number I mean something that's on this list above. Once we reach a number that is the number there, then we just list that number and we stop. So I'll list it here and I'll say done. We don't go any further. Okay. So this is a long procedure just because we need to write 87 as a sum of base 2 numbers. So 87 is the number we're starting with to convert to binary. Now we can write this as a list of base 2 numbers, which is just all these numbers here that we listed. So I'll write this as 64 plus 16 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. They're supposed to be here. No, they are all the base 2 numbers. Yeah. Don't worry, I also get confused with this thing. Okay. 67. 87. Okay, so guys, one thing you must always check when you get to this point. Guys, can the volume be a little bit lower, please? Okay. Just a little bit lower, guys. You can talk, but just a bit quieter so people can hear me. Okay, so now as I'm saying, we write our number using the numbers we just found here, which is 64, 16, 4, 2, and 1. So we can write our number 87 as a sum of all these numbers. These are base 2 numbers, and we should always check at this point. Check whether if you add these up, you get 87. It works in this case, but you must always check at that point because that's when you know you made a mistake or not. Now we know these are base 2 numbers, so we write them as base 2 numbers, and we can check on the list above if we need to. So 64 we can write as 2 to the 6. So 64 is 2 to the 6. 16 is 2 to the 5, I think. Let's double check. 2 to the 4, sorry. 2 to the 4. 4 is 2 squared. 2 to the 1, 2 to the 0. Right? So once you get to lower numbers, it starts becoming easier. But again, just check with the list. Okay, so now the point is we need to write this number in expanded form because from expanded form, we can extract the binary bits. So expanded form here, again, most of the hard work is done here, but this is the part where most people make mistakes. So just be careful and be aware of what I'm doing here. We're starting with 2 to the 6, right? So just listen to what I'm saying here. Any number that exists here, I write it as 1 times that number, right? So 2 to the 6 exists here, so I write 1 times 2 to the 6, right? 2 to the 5 doesn't exist here, right? Can you guys see that? It's not here on the list. There's no 2 to the 5, so I will write 0 times 2 to the 5, okay? Because that's the same as not having it there. Right? And then just keep pulling the rest in just like this. 2 to the 4 exists, so it gets a 1 in front of it. 2 to the 3 doesn't exist, so it gets a 0 in front of it. And all the rest exists, so they all get 1s. You know, this part is important, so if you guys don't understand anything here, just let me know. Is everyone with me so far? Okay, perfect. So now the final answer, we just extract it by reading the binary bits from here. So the numbers in front, the answer is basically just this. It's 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So I'll write it here. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. That is 87 in binary. Okay, guys, any questions at all? You guys want me to show you the second method, which is apparently a bit easier than this? Yes. Okay. Second method to do the same thing, and it's nice because then we can check if we get the same answer. All right, so let's do it. Hey guys, don't worry, I will give you a break. I just need your undivided attention for a short while so I can finish this. Okay. All right. People are getting too comfortable with me here. A little bit, yeah. All right. So let's start again. 87 converting to binary. So using this new method, what we do is divide the number by 2. So I'll write it like this. 87 divided by 2. We will get some answer, which 43, 43, 5. Thank you. So we get 43, 5. If our number has any remainder at all, we write it like this. So I'll put an arrow here and say 43, remainder 1. If there's any remainder at all, it doesn't matter what it's 0.5, 0.2, point whatever. If there's any remainder, we write -1, right? Then the new number we work with is the 43, and we keep doing the same thing. All right, so we go back to the 43. All right, 43 divided by 2, and that's going to be 21.5. Thank you. So we have some remainder here, so I'll write this as 21, remainder 1. Okay, and we just keep doing the same thing. So I'm just going to do this now. You guys get the picture. You guys get the idea. Okay, 21 divided by 2, we should get 10.5. Thank you. 10.5. So I'm going to write here 10, remainder 1. Okay, so I take the 10, divide by 2, I will get a 5. I'll write this as 5 with no remainder, right? Because it's a whole number. You don't have to put any remainder here. So then we'll do the 5 divided by 2. We will get a 2,5. Oh God. Let's do that again. 2,5. So that's 2, remainder 1. Okay, guys, just until I finish the example, please. I'll give you a break just now in a minute. Okay, so then now we're on 2. 2 divided by 2 gives us 1. That is 1 with no remainder. So the last one we do is 1, which is 1 divided by 2, which gives us 0,5, which is 0 with a remainder of 1. Okay, now the trick here is, firstly, once we get to this point, first thing we must note is we always stop when we reach 1 divided by 2, right? That's our last point. So some people stop earlier than that, I noticed. Just keep going until that point. Next thing is, when you're writing your answer, it starts from the bottom going upward, right? You don't take it in the intuitive way. You take it from the bottom up. So what I mean is this is the first bit here. 1, the second bit is here, 0, and so on. 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Which is that the same as what we got before? Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. So I'll leave this on the board for a moment. You guys can take it down, take a picture, whatever you want. Whichever method you prefer to use, you can use. And 8:45, do you guys need a break? You guys can tell me. Yes, okay. So 15-minute break. I'll see you guys after. Oh, check. Yeah. Do you also know IT in school by any chance? Oh. So there's all new stuff for you. Don't worry, me too.